By the way, thank you.
I'm firing up TikTok right now.
I haven't ate yet. Sorry.
That's all good. And we're fired up on TikTok.
Let's see what people say about all this.
Can we not lead with this, though?
No.
Can we not lead with this?
I'll lead with this.
They got aluminum in them.
No.
Well, it is the top discussion and the top trending story right now on everything, but at the same
we don't
time,
have to start our discussion with it. That's all I'm saying.
No, we don't have to we haven't started our discussion with it, but when it comes down to it, it's going to be discussed. So you might as well bite the bullet and get it over with. Oh, that was a wrong thing to say.
No,
too soon?
Too soon? Yeah, like fucking 48 hours too soon.
Well, I'm joking when I say this. If you wanted to,
what up, Nick? What up?
Go to Claire. You can go to Claire's to get ear piercing. It's cheaper.
Wow.
Just saying.
Wow.
Well, that escalated quickly.
Hey, H-Town. How you doing? Thanks for coming in here. H-Town Loki's over
all
here.
All I can say to you, Pit Boss, is you shot and a miss.
Yeah, you better believe it.
Wow. Somebody's definitely going to be in the crosshairs tonight, aren't they?
I
had to get one in.
Apparently not really.
Wait, let me move my earring real quick and see if I can hear you better.
Oh my God. We might as well just make light of this the whole damn thing.
Oh, no.
Isn't that what we do?
Yeah, we do.
And that's the thing. We'll make light of it too, but at the same time, it is what it is. It's going to be talked about, and everybody knows it's going to be talked about, and it's going to be talked about for the next fucking month, and people will finally get tired of it and move on.
Oh God!
And then you'll get reminded before November. Hey, remember that time where they pierced my ear? No, okay.
No, I remember a time when a piece of glass pierced your ear.
Let's talk about it again.
I got them done by Claire, but they said they had to go long distance.
Right.
I used to pierce ears at Claire's. Yeah, I never missed. That's all I'm saying.
Oh my God.
I did.
Oh Lord.
Well, there was one gentleman that did lose his life, and that was unfortunate.
Yeah,
that is horrible. Yes, that was the worst part of the day.
He's a father and a firefighter, so that really does suck. The fact that anybody got injured, anybody got anything like that, it really does suck. But
yeah, that particular aspect of the story was difficult to cope with, unfortunately.
Right.
Yeah, there was another critically hurt. So there's a couple...
somebody was injured and somebody passed, and yeah. Excuse me. Oofed.
Hey, Elmo, true Batgirl's in here? Oh my gosh.
We put almost 1,000 miles on the bike over the course of the last 2 weekends.
Wait a minute. Are you saying the seat got 1,000 miles of your tushy on it?
Oh yeah, baby. Oh yeah.
Oh my.
Yesterday it was 90 degrees. Jeans. I had the worst case of swamp ass yesterday getting off that.
Okay, that was I was trying to make it hot, but god dang, there's
all I know is I thank every day that I wore a thong yesterday, because at least there wasn't a whole lot of extra fabric, but Jesus, it was hot. And Tacklebox he's got the worst tan lines from his glasses.
Wow.
He's also asleep right now, so I won't get yelled at too much for that.
Oh my.
That's all I got for it.
Yeah. It's like
okay. Well, there's hey, Pit Boss.
Yes.
Shut up, Meg.
Raise your horns into the air. There is plenty here to share. All are welcome, take a chair and sing a song loud and strong. Men of war and men of care, maidens fierce and maidens fair. Raise your horns into the air and sing.
I'm raising my horn into the air.
Yeah, we don't have the horns right now.
Nah, mine's out.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to 4HP, 4 Heathens podcast. There's only 3 heathens here today. We took a hit and lost 1 HP, but it'll be back. Trust me, we got a couple of potions to take care of it. So
I say this: the 3 of us more than make up for what we're lacking because
right.
I mean, he's wonderful. Don't get me wrong.
I just find it convenient. The one that hates the Cheeto the most isn't here the day after.
Maybe he was on the grassy knoll. I don't know.
He's the one-armed man. Anyway, it's the one-armed man.
He does have
the only
names.
question. The only question I was going to have for Bomber is like, why'd you miss, bro?
He like any other majorly well-known person who's been allegedly accused of doing acts such as yesterday, he is known by 3 names. He is. If you know him away from this platform, then he's known by 3 names.
Allah, Muhammad, Yahweh.
No, because like the guy that took JFK, Lee Harvey Oswald. That he's known by 3 names.
Fair. Yeah, it's got to be a 3-name person.
It does. It has to be.
So
because you notice they named this guy with 3 names.
Right. You gotta show the picture in Discord. I got a PM call.
Yes, he did. Congratulations,
nice, buddy.
Fluster.
Yeah, congrats, big time.
You
buddy.
apparently don't know what happened. Miss History
Jesus.
had somebody tried to take out Trump the other day at a rally,
And not on a date.
Not on a date, and he missed. But we'll talk about that here in a minute. The case of Alec Baldwin and his.
I don't know anything about this. You have to catch me up.
Oh, man,
Alec
get
Baldwin,
ready.
They were filming a movie, and
I know.
The safety coordinator of the movie, the ones that are responsible for loading and unloading any firearms that are on the movie, and no movie really should have live ammunition there, but apparently somehow they did. And Baldwin ended up shooting by accident,
Right.
proven in court.
Jade.
That he ended up shooting it was a
espresso.
I think it was a photographer, like a filmographer or something like that, and she ended up passing away. And during the trial of Alec Baldwin, this man had nothing but disrespect for the court.
Are you surprised?
Not really.
He's a Baldwin.
The dude's wife had to tell him to turn. You can see her visibly doing this, telling him to turn around and pay attention. He also got up in the middle of, I don't know if it was the defense or what, or the prosecution. But somebody was up talking. He just gets up and walks out of the courtroom and gets a coffee and comes back.
Oh yeah. He gets up like right now. If I wanted to, he did this. He just did this. You could see him. Watch him in the thing. He just.
Yep, he just got up and walked out.
Now, that ass though. That ass though. Show me that ass again. Come on, I always see your shoulders. I don't get no booty. Look at that booty though. Woo! Oh shit, he's twerking.
That was gross.
There you go.
So basically, tell me something. Name one criminal that can just and this is a person accused of a crime, not accused of petty theft, not accused of anything. They were trying to charge him with manslaughter. Anybody that's ever shot anybody that's ever committed that kind of unaliving and all that shit, those people are never allowed to leave their seat there unless they're standing up for the judge or sitting down or going up to the witness stand or anything like that. They're not allowed to leave. Alec Baldwin, of all people, just gets up and walks out to go get a coffee.
Mm-hmm.
So if you don't tell me, you can't tell me there's some kind of actor privilege there. I don't give a fuck about what color he is. That's actor privilege.
He's a Baldwin.
That's millionaire privilege. That's just
that's money.
I mean,
right there.
if I was accused of that shit, and any one of us were accused of that shit, and we just like, you know what? I'm just gonna go get a coffee while the people are talking. I'll be right back.
I gotta make a joke about something. Elmo says too many people died at once. Richard Simmons died, Shelley Duvall died, and Shannon Doherty died.
You know who else died?
What?
Right?
They all come in threes. They always come in threes.
You know who else died, right?
I must be missing somebody.
Papa Palpatine.
Oh, the actor that played Emperor Palpatine. I did not know that.
Yeah,
That's
No.
That's what was said, and that he passed away as well.
Jeez. Well, okay, so there's 4. But they
Yeah.
always come
Yeah,
in threes,
wow.
Elmo. You can't say too many died at once. If one goes, you got to wait about 24 hours, and you'll find out about 2 more big name people that we all know that died. I remember Shelley Duvall playing Olive Oil in the Popeye movie opposite Robin Williams.
What's her name from
Yes.
Charmed?
Shannon
died as
Doherty.
well.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what I said, Shannon Doherty. She was,
Shannon Doherty,
she was
died.
Brenda on 90210, though.
Yeah. So
Oh my gosh, 90210. Oh my gosh.
she didn't
I
have
can't
the right
believe you're
number
going
nor
back
the spell to stay with it.
I
Yeah.
guess.
You know, didn't have the right money to stay away from there.
Wow.
Apparently, her trained powers as Prue did not come in handy.
Hey, there you go.
Yeah, it's
It was
been-
only semi-charmed, like a semi-charmed kind of life.
this year.
I can't believe you said that. Oh my god.
This year's been crazy.
Yeah, it has been.
I'm that asshole.
This
today.
year's been absolutely fucking crazy, and
Oh, I
it's just getting to the point now where, especially with, and this is what we got to talk about now, and my head hurts from watching everything I've watched.
Oh God, we're
yeah.
going there, aren't we?
We're gonna have to go there eventually. Might as well just rip
Fuck.
off the fucking band.
All right, everybody,
Let me-
slap
let me
in
get a
your
drink.
safety seats. Make sure your flight tables are upright position. We're about ready to
You're
take
a
off.
horrible stewardess. You know that, right?
Please make
Well,
sure that
you
your
know-
trays are locked
Flight
in their
attendant.
upright positions and your seats are all the way forward. Buckle in, bitches. We about to go political.
Jesus.
Well,
There
it's
we
not
go.
necessarily political. It's just simple fact of when it comes down to it and it's all said and done, if you don't like somebody because of your political stance, you're a piece of shit. Stop worrying about who they voted for and what they voted for and all that other bullshit. That's why it's called voting. We didn't give a shit back in the day. We didn't care. You get asked who you're voting for. Nobody. This is my personal business. Nowadays, we've gotten to the point now where we're trying to take out presidential candidates. That's fucking stupid.
I don't want to take him out. I don't want to date him. He's gross and his hands are too small.
I'm sorry. We're trying to assassinate presidential
Careful.
candidates. Is that better?
Watch your wording.
I tried
hold on
to,
a
but you wanted to make fun.
Hold on a
Remove.
second.
Remove.
Oh no, we
Claire's
had a discussion
calling.
about that I'm going to talk to you guys about too.
Yeah, Claire's calling right now. There's no refunds on that ear piercing.
No, we don't do refunds.
Oh,
on
anyway, you're on the bottom now, sir.
that. Yes, sir. You stay there.
hey.
Stay there.
What?
Yeah. You're on the bottom, boy. You're the
That's
bottom.
right, I'm a
you're
power
Apple
bottom.
boy today. I'm
Yeah,
a
He's
yeah.
a power bottom.
What the fuck?
Um,
Why not?
Mrs.
No,
Pit Boss, did you know this shit? Because we did not know this
of
shit.
course she knows it. She slaps that ass every night. Anyway,
She does actually.
when God,
So
oh,
don't
it hurts.
stop
It hurts
sharing.
so much. It
stop
hurts.
sharing.
Oh,
I'm having fun here. Come on now.
oh God.
We could talk about the stitches that are still trying to come out of my fingers from my surgery.
It's
You mean
still
they
hurts.
added an extra digit or they didn't add an extra digit?
No, I still have the same ones.
Okay, so you got your knuckle implants. That's cool.
No, I had masses removed.
I know
took-
you had masses removed. I'm
But
just
they
giving you
don't.
shit. I just had
no.
a friend that messaged me and told me that she had a microchip removed out of her hand because the glass casing of it broke. She's got 4 in her fucking. She had it replaced and removed. So between every web, she has a microchip in there to control certain things. She's a tech person, so
Nervous.
Well,
my-
you know,
she's got
Amira-
she's- like nobody can get into her computer without the microchip she has in her hand. Nobody
Dang.
can. Yeah.
so
And
Amira's
and-
just took the stop for the finger in the bum.
No, I had ganglion cysts. I had an 8 millimeter ganglion cyst here and a 5 millimeter ganglion cyst here. This one is not healing as well. The ring finger, we're
What-
doing good, but the stitches haven't dissolved yet.
What do you mean a ganglion cyst? Because your ganglion's in the back of your throat.
No, your ganglion cyst,
Honey,
a cyst that is
Hop
filled
into
with
the YouTube.
mucus, and
Yeah.
it needs to be removed or it can cause issues, and they can't lance it when it's in the hand or wherever it is because it could cause an infection.
I like what you just said there, Ro. That's what it comes down to, basically. Plain and simple is what Ro said.
yeah.
That's the
Well,
whole
yeah.
thing. That's the whole thing that upsets me about all the discussions and everything. I've gone through and scrolled TikTok too much.
Mhm.
I'm damn near social media'd out when it
Yep.
comes down to it. But most of it was lives talking about whether or not they shouldn't have missed, or whether or not that should have happened in the first place. And it's like, you guys are literally discussing somebody trying to get unalived.
Mhm.
That's ridiculous. And some of you are pissed off the fact that somebody shot at him, and then the other ones are pissed off that he missed. And it's like, okay, so now and I've heard, because he's a registered Republican, that his own people are starting to get tired of him now, blah blah blah. It's like, there's just a bunch of crap going on. And
Yeah.
when it comes down to it, it's all said and done, somebody tried to take somebody out, whether or not it was a political opponent or a political person, a rich person, a poor person, doesn't matter. One human tried to unalive the other, and that's not how we handle things. We don't need to be doing that shit.
No.
It
I'm not
should-
even going near that topic, Elmo. I'm not even going near it.
Oh, so take that on the shit.
Not even going
You
near it.
have braids. Oh, white people came up with the braids a long time ago. Viking lore, Norse lore. Look it up. It's all
Yeah.
the same shit. And when it comes down to it, and it's all said and done, why does it have to be white people? Anybody can wear braids. Doesn't
My
matter.
niece, I have 2 nieces that are mixed.
It doesn't matter.
They
They
do
can
whatever
wear
the hell they
braids.
want with their hair.
You can wear braids. He can wear braids. I can. Well, not me, but
Well, good luck. We can paint
Well,
one on your
right
head.
here. No. He can wear braids right here.
Here's the kicker, though. Here's the kicker with what
Here it
Elmo
is.
brought up. That there was this. I forget. I have the video saved in my stuff in TikTok. This guy who acts like the spokesperson for the community on TikTok for people of color. They're melanated. I don't like to be rude, but he says we have all voted, and she is now an honorary member.
I could totally do braids now.
You wish.
This was. You gotta understand something. This was my hair color when I was born.
Yeah.
Actually,
and-
it was a towhead blonde. So I thought I was gonna be this blonde motherfucker the whole life, and all of a sudden
See?
everything started going darker and darker, then whiter and whiter. It's like,
My dad, my biological father was that color. He was platinum blonde at birth, he and his twin.
Yep.
And I'm telling you, the man had hair dark as pitch by the time he
Yeah.
got into his teens.
oh, my brother. I was born towhead blonde. My brother was black hair, 100%. And his
Yeah.
hair's never changed, other than like mine, just losing it. But
I just came out awesome. It's fine.
anyway,
I just came out as a dirty
Z.
blonde.
But yeah, no, I when it comes down to it, it's all said and done. Cultural appropriation and bullshit that people say, oh, you can't do this because you're this color. Listen,
Yeah.
Mhm.
when it comes down to it, and it's all said and done, how the fuck do I learn about your culture then? If I can't fuck with your culture, how am I supposed to learn your culture and respect your culture? There's number one. Number two, braids don't belong to nobody. Braids are part of the human race. Braids are just a hairstyle when it
Yep.
comes down to it. It has nothing to do with your color. The amount of melanin you have in your fucking skin doesn't mean shit.
And some of them are done for religious purposes. Thank you very much.
And some are done for religious purposes. That's true. But when it comes down to it, it's all said and done. Should white people be wearing braids? Let's take that to a different way. Should anybody be wearing braids?
I braid my hair every time I get ready to go on the bike.
Yeah.
I
That's-
have to,
what-
or I'm not going to be able to
why?
get a brush through.
Why,
this.
you white person with your braids and
Oh, I
blah
know.
blah
How dare
blah?
I? How dare I? Ugh.
Well, It's a stupid argument.
It is.
It's
I
the same
agree.
stupid. It's the same
It
stupid
is.
argument of if somebody should have if that person should have missed or made the shot. It's the same stupid argument about who the president is. The same stupid argument about what music belongs to who and what and why and when. You know what? If you blend the world completely, just blend the world. There's no cultures. There's no bullshit. It's just a human race. Period. Imagine the things that we could come up with.
Yeah,
Imagine.
unfortunately, we all know it'll never happen like that. So
No, it
I can
will.
only
It will, but
imagine.
it'll take a world disaster for it to happen.
True.
It'll have to take
Independence Day.
famine, flood, aliens, meteors,
Independence
natural
Day.
disasters, whatever it is. It'll take an act of gods or deities for people to go, hey, maybe we should start working together to save the race of human beings that we have.
Perish the thought.
Well,
So
right now we
save
have
who?
too many of you motherfuckers, so stop fucking for a while.
What are you talking about? I mean, we.
To avoid breakage, apparently you have to have 3 feet of hair. You got to take care of it. Who knew? Nah. Who knew? Italian
Yeah.
food because it's Italian. That's true. No, it's the same thing. As you can't eat Italian food because you're not Italian. You can't. It's like, dude, I love Italian food. I'm not Italian at all. I'm Scottish, Irish, German, Scandinavian, and Black Dutch. I have no Italian in me, and I fucking love Italian food. Do I eat Irish food? Absolutely not. Do I eat Scottish food? No. I'm not eating haggis. I'm not eating any of the fucking
What?
bangers and mash and all the bullshit.
All
Not
bangers
even-
and mashes is sausage and mashed potatoes.
Oh, I know. But I'm not,
Well,
I'm not, that's the thing. I'm not eating any of that shit and sitting there saying that because I'm German, I need to eat sauerkraut.
Yeah. God, if you want to.
Hey, wait, hold on.
Right.
What's wrong with sauerkraut? I can eat and drink that all day long, man.
That's because you're a little wiener schnitzel.
We are
Hey.
so not. I'm never going to Pit Boss's house because that means
No.
it stinks in
No.
that motherfucker.
No.
No.
But I'll say this: when we all do eventually meet up, we all need to bring a big gas can of sauerkraut for him.
Nope.
You better believe it. I'll be
Oh no,
chowing
we're
that
gonna
down
bring
all
it
day.
and we're gonna sit it in front of you and say, "Go ahead, you want to talk all this shit about how you eat this stuff and drink this stuff." So pop the can and go, big boy.
Well, you know I will.
He's gonna be like,
I'm gonna bring my homemade sloppy joes. Fuck you guys.
"Sloppy
Oh, there's a-
Joe,
there's a
sloppy
way.
Joe."
There's a wife. She confirms it right there in the chat.
He really could. I don't doubt it. When it comes down to it, it's all said and done. You know, if I'm gonna bring anything, it's gonna be what I make there. I'll bring boneless pork chops in my rub and just sit there and make you guys some
He's gonna
phenomenal
rub
pork
his
chops.
meat.
Yes, I'm gonna rub my meat in front of you guys.
Oh, Ro, get a bonnet. Braid your hair, fine, but get a bonnet.
No, because bonnets aren't a white person thing, right?
Bullshit. Yes, they are.
Oh, are they? Oh, I didn't know that.
The one thing I'm not allowed to eat, I can only eat 3 of them ever
We bring
during
the
the day
deviled
is deviled eggs. I can only have 3. That's it. Throughout the whole day, I can only
Real
have 3.
tell us
Who
all.
said that?
The wife
So
and the
bring deviled-
EPA.
So bring a dozen deviled eggs for you when I see you got it.
Gotcha.
Like extra deviled too.
Oh, jeez. Look out.
Oh yeah. They're gonna be
Hey, Halo, what's
he's
going
gonna
on?
eat
Halo,
those
what's
and
happening?
she's just gonna look at me like, you son of a bitch.
Well, we are
Hey,
heathens.
Wiggy
Of course,
Diggy,
they're going
what's
to be
going on?
extra deviled.
Fair. But so I don't really want to
Doing
get
pretty
into
good,
it too
buddy.
hard, but we're gonna talk about it just a little bit more and then we're gonna go away from it. I do like one thing that this gentleman right here said, and Dana White has been getting a lot of crap for who Dana White is, but he actually had a brain when he said this.
I did not vote for President Biden. He's my president. He's the president of the United States right now, and I'm American. I don't dislike or hate anybody who voted for Biden. The fact that you're the type of person that would actually hate somebody because of who they voted for shows me exactly who you are. I don't want to know you anyway. And I don't want to be friends with you either. So the feeling is very mutual. And it's not because of who you voted for, it's because of how you carry yourself. Who you vote for or what you decide to do with your life means nothing to me. That's your own personal choice. This is a free country and you can choose to vote or do whatever you want to do with your personal life.
I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Doesn't matter what you say, it's how you act.
Right. So let's talk about this little deal here. Alec Baldwin balls at his dismissal. And that's
Oh,
fine.
yeah, we
Okay,
never did
he's an
finish
actor.
that story.
Yeah, I don't really care. Let me see. Was this Charlie?
Yeah, he was.
He got dismissed, though?
Yeah, full
Okay.
on dismiss. Full on dismiss. There was some mistakes that were made by the prosecution. So
Boy, he really dodged a bullet there, didn't he?
Oh,
yes, he did.
okay. So I'll get back
Definitely
to what
wasn't on
Charlie said
target.
in a minute. So FBI apparently identified the gentleman that was shot.
FBI's
or shot
Pittsburgh
at
field office
Trump.
says they are now confirming the name of the shooter, the alleged shooter who attempted to assassinate former.
Okay, you cannot say alleged shooter.
And confirmed.
That's the dumbest fucking thing. When you confirm who it is, and they have unalived this person at the rally, have the gun, have all the evidence, and these idiots still say alleged shooter. Why? It's not alleged anymore if the facts are right in front of you. I don't get that. I don't understand why news media does that shit.
Former President Donald Trump. They identify him as Thomas Matthew Crooks, Bethel Park, Pennsylvania. Our reporting had him at 20 years old. Voter records show that Crooks is registered as a Republican. Pennsylvania police say a bomb squad is now on the scene at the gunman's house. At a press conference a few hours, authorities said they believe.
Did he just punch somebody?
It looked like he did, didn't it?
Yeah, it looked like
Let's
he
go
just
back a little bit.
cold-cocked somebody.
At a press conference a few
No, he
hours,
didn't.
authorities said
Oh,
they believe.
oh,
the
She
shooter
just
acted alone.
she probably leaned
FBI's
down
Pitts-
and grabbed something. I don't know, but it did look when I watched it the
Yeah.
first time. I thought Trump was
Here's
like,
the
yeah, fight,
conspiracy theory.
boom, bitch, move.
Well, it is
Here's
a
the
woman, so
conspiracy
it wouldn't
theory.
surprise me.
There you go.
At least he didn't grab her
Pointed.
by the pussy.
Hey.
So
Hey, okay, hold on. I work with a bunch of elderly people. Okay, and they're around his age, and all I can say is most of them act that way. They're very chauvinistic. The males are, and the reason why is because of the time they grew up in. More males nowadays are less chauvinistic than what they used to be. There's still the toxic ones that go viral and shit like that, and you see all those motherfuckers. But when it comes down to it, it's all said and done. The dude grew up in a time where women were not respected. Let's be honest. So he's got that mentality, just like all these other fucking people do. And I mean, it's obvious from his actions and what he said and what he's done in his life and shit like that. So,
Epstein files. That's all I'm gonna say.
well, yeah, I mean, but we discussed that offline, and like I said, when it comes down to it's all said and done, the only reason they didn't do shit is because if you gonna take me down, I'm gonna take you down. That's the way they all work. So
But it's not like other people haven't been outed already.
no, other people have been outed, but are they in
I
jail?
think that's going to come out more. I really
Are
do.
they
I
are
really-
they in jail?
I think more of the Epstein files going to come out because let's look.
Well,
at the
look what's
facts
going
here.
on with P. Diddy.
Yeah, well, that's a different story.
P. Diddy wasn't Epstein. P. Diddy was his own Epstein.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, that's right. He pulled an Epstein. Anyway,
He was P. Epstein.
P. Epstein. There you go.
E. Diddy.
He didn't pee, did he?
Diddy Steen.
There you go. But my thing is that okay, let's look at the facts of what guys. This is just
I'm looking at the
my
comments
thought.
of this video is what I'm looking at. and
This is
people are
just
ignorant.
my thought. Okay, guys, if you guys notice this, out of all the possible unalivings towards a presidential personality, all of them except for one was a Republican,
all except for who?
JFK. He
Oh,
was a
yeah, yeah.
Democrat. So would you look at it? He was the
It,
only
wa-
actual
it wasn't
sitting
even his
president.
Democratic affiliation that it was.
No.
With him, it was his ideas and the way that he presented himself and the fact that he wanted this country to move forward and not the way it is now.
Sit in the dark ages at that time.
Pretty much. And he wanted everything to move forward. That's why he was taken out, is because JFK wanted things to be equal and have people be equal. He was kind of the white version of Martin Luther King in that sense. Even though
Yeah.
he did do his thing with a bunch of different women and all that crap, but when it comes down to it, the man wanted change and he wanted that, and that's not what the establishment wanted, so he was taken out.
Yeah, but you also got to look at it this way too. Every single, I'm trying to make sure that it's a TikTok appropriate. Just saying when I say this out loud, attempt on a presidential feature. You guys know that person becomes president or is a president.
Right.
Look at the track record here.
I mean, he's either
That's what his-
going to get in because of this, or it's just going to cause a big outrage and a bunch of bullshit.
Yeah.
But I'm looking at the comments of this shit. Yeah, people are idiots. So,
Oh, man.
Everybody else that's already been shot has already been in the White House.
right.
Yeah.
One of the comments said, "White Republican MAGAs incite too much violence against Americans. Stop Project 2025." How
there's so many
can you sit there and
contradictions there.
justify that ignorance that you're saying? How can you justify the fact that you say white Republican won? So one, you're already bringing race into it. You already lost my respect with that.
Right.
Because if you got to bring race into something, you have no other argument
Right.
at all.
Yeah.
Number
I agree.
two, you bring his political affiliation into it. There again, you lost my respect because you're not only going with the racial and political affiliations with this guy, you're sitting there saying MAGAs incite too much violence against Americans. Hey, guess what, jackass? He was a registered Republican that shot at a Republican. That makes no goddamn sense. That comment you have makes no sense at all.
Facts.
So that right there to me is just pure ignorance. I don't care. Again, I'll state it 1,000 fucking times. These are our opinions. These are not facts. These are completely different things. But when it comes down to it, it's all said and done. You gotta stop with the political affiliations. You gotta stop with the race baiting. You gotta stop with all that bullshit. And look at it to where it is. Look at it for what it is. If they don't want somebody in and they can't indict them, they can't fucking get him off of the goddamn campaign, they can't do any of this bullshit to him, and he's still running for fucking president. When it comes down to it, what's your next step? Well, let's try to take him out. Why would you use an inexperienced 20-year-old? Why would you use a 20-year-old that couldn't even make the rifle team at school? That makes no sense.
Headlines.
Oh, 100% headlines. No, it's all conspiracy theories when it comes down to it, because all this shit is going to be conspiracy theories.
Oh, yeah.
But there was a gentleman that everybody knows, and he came up with the most sensible answer to all this bullshit. And it's RFK.
He did what?
For being with us this evening. It is obviously a horrifying moment, no matter who you are, what party you ascribe to or don't. Your perspective this evening, sir, as a presidential candidate that has millions of followers all across this country.
Now, I will say this. The reporter did really good there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm giving props to the reporter for sitting there saying it doesn't matter who you are and who you vote for. That doesn't matter. This is a horrible thing. Props to that reporter. Finally, a reporter that I don't know who this guy is, but props to him for saying what he said the way he said it. That's smart reporting.
I think this reporter is known for being this way. I think this is the guy that I've seen some TikToks about who's known for being very neutral and very appropriate, but calling out shit when he calls out shit.
I love people like that.
I bet
Yeah,
if you look
he's
in the comments, you can get his name.
Probably.
Yeah, I
Anyway.
mean, I think we all need to take a breath now and step back and see that this is a product of so much vitriol and so much anger. And that when we release that kind of anger into the universe, it inevitably comes back and reverberates with these kind of consequences. And all of us now have to start looking at each other and saying, we're all Americans. We're better than this. This isn't the way that we want our country to look to our children, to look to people around the world. We need to stop hating on each other. We need to stop telling other people in the world that the other guy is going to destroy the republic. We need to recognize we're all Americans. We all love our country. It's time now to pray for the president, pray for his family, for President Trump, and to start being kind to each other and to start being generous to each other and to resist all of the implications
Oh, that's what it was. She leaned down and picked up his MAGA hat.
that we continue with this kind of vitriolic wait, let's have an election. Let's go forward as Americans. Let's love each other. Let's trust each other. And let's rebuild this country as a community.
I like the fact that he just basically came out with a MLK, JFK, whatever speech right
Mhm.
there and just said, hey, let's stop hating each other and start loving each other for fuck's sake. Like,
I agree.
and I believe Biden offered his condolences to victim
Condolences,
of
yeah.
shooting.
As
I
he
mean,
should.
I think
He actually got a sentence out. This is impressive.
Be nice.
I mean, he didn't play a song like from somebody like One Love, One Life.
Wow.
I could see somebody taking a thing of Biden and playing the song "Hey Man, Nice Shot." I could totally see
Right.
somebody doing that. I
Nice
could
with you, Peanut.
just to stir up the pot. I'm surprised somebody hasn't done it yet.
It's gonna happen now since you said it, and now it's
Well-
all over TikTok. So, somebody at TikTok's going,
Oops.
"That's an idea."
Shit, tag me for credit. That's all I'm gonna say.
Okay, so when it comes down to it, it's all said and done. That happened, and it's not a good thing. I don't care who you voted for. I don't care if you think that trying to take him out is a good thing. I don't want to know you as a human being. I don't give a shit who you voted for. I just don't want to know you as a human being because you obviously want to take a life, and you're not a
Yeah.
person I want to be around. I don't.
I mean,
But if you kept it, I mean, that's the thing. I'm talking about now. Everybody thought, oh, damn it, they missed.
hi, Brian.
Let's be honest. But at the same time, see, in there you go. Amira said that, but Amira's not on here going, well, they fucking missed and they should have hit him and they should have done this. They should have ended this, that, and the other.
No.
She's not saying that. And that's the thing. You can think it all you want to, but if you go out there and you start talking about it and you start saying, I wish they would have fucking got what they got, they're done what they done. At that point, just I'm done with you. I'm done.
I don't
with you.
feel that way. My initial reaction was, "Oh shit, they missed." And not like a bad thing, but not
Well,
like
yeah.
a good, like a holy fuck, they missed.
I saw
kind
a
of
meme. I
surprised.
saw a meme of Hillary sitting there in some basement, and it said, "What do you mean they missed?"
Oh my god!
See,
Then
now, I
saw
didn't
one
say
of
that.
Alec Baldwin, and it said, "I wouldn't have missed."
Oh Jesus! See, my thing was a holy shit, they missed, and I feel bad for the gentleman who lost his life and for his family and his children and all those things and the people that he worked with. Do I like Trump? No. Am I a Trump supporter?
Absolutely.
Absolutely not. Do I want to see anybody get hurt for the sake
squishy.
of their political affiliation? Absolutely not.
Right.
Absolutely not. I don't like the motherfucker, but that doesn't mean I wish him dead. I just
Right.
wish he wasn't in the presidential race. But that's not the same
Here's
as
the
wishing
thing.
him dead.
Here's the thing. All and I hate to tell you all this shit, but for every
Here we go.
fucking Democrat that is bitched, and I will say it in a Democrat and Republican sense, for every Democrat that is bitched about this man, if y'all would have just let him have his 2 terms and been done, then you would never
It
see him
would've
again.
Facts.
True.
I mean, literally, this would be the last year of ever seeing him in the fucking White House, and it'd have been done and over with. You guys would have never seen that shit again. Nothing. It would have been great for y'all. But now,
Isn't there a
fact that-
cap on the age of how old you can be though to run?
I think it's like
Or did we
90.
discuss that last time?
I think it's
I
like
thought it was
90.
80.
There was.
I thought it was 80.
No, because Biden's running again.
Oh, that's right. No, I think if
Yeah.
you're a sitting president though, running for re-election, it's different because you
I don't
already
know.
have the nomination. I
Well, it
agree.
used to be 45 was the minimum age, and they
It's
dropped it to
35.
35. Yeah, it used to be 45.
Yeah, that was a long time ago though.
Right.
Oh
But it
my
used
gosh.
to be you used to have to be 45 years old
Okay.
and a citizen of this country to be the president. Now you have to be 35 years old and citizen. I like the fact they dropped the age to 35. I love that. It's younger ideas and stuff like that. But the cool thing that I have seen so far, and this is going to end our political bullshit. The cool thing I have seen so far is the fact that they are they're voting, or they have voted, I can't remember off the top of my head, to take away stock trades from politicians. Politicians are no longer allowed to trade in stock because they have insider information. So that'll be nice, which means we're going to go back to book sales.
Oh God, have you
Oh,
seen
no.
my book?
That's literally the way it used to be. Is here's my thing: you can be president for in politics for anywhere from 4 to 8 years. If you're there for 4 to 8 years and then you want to get out and go into the private sector, great. If you want to write books, great, whatever. But you shouldn't be getting millions of dollars to be a politician. So
You also shouldn't be a former senator who still has paid for health insurance through the government, nor still have protection. Or anyway, you're going to get me on a whole other
Hey,
ring
Brooke,
for
how's
that.
it going?
no, you're right though. You shouldn't be.
And I don't think I understand the president having life insurance or having health care. Okay, fine. Well, I'll give him that one for doing
The
his
president,
diligence.
yes.
And I even understand having some Secret Service, just because there's still a target, so to speak. But a former congressperson or representative, nah. When you're out, you don't get shit.
You're 100% correct. Anybody that has been the president should have lifelong health insurance and the best health insurance available to them. Number two, they should have their Secret Service should have lifelong insurance as long as he is alive and they are servicing that person. They should have paid for insurance as well.
Yeah,
the best possible. As far as congressmen and women go, no.
When you're done.
When you're done, you're done, because guess what? You're walking out of there. You walked in having $35 in your wallet and maybe a fucking condom, and now you're walking out with millions of fucking dollars in your own personal fucking shit. You can pay for your own goddamn insurance like the rest of us.
Hell, by the time most of them get out of office, they all qualify for Medicare anyway.
Or Medicaid. Whatever comes first.
Medicare is the government provided insurance. Medicaid is for low income. I was a financial counselor.
You know, I was a sitting person, and now I'm low income, even though I have $1 million.
No, not low enough income for Medicaid.
Now that we're done with the politics part of it, do you guys want to see what it's like whenever Gen Z takes over the courtroom?
Oh, Christ.
Oh, here we go.
This right here is what would happen if Gen Z took over the courtroom.
That's Cap, Your Honor. It's giving leading question.
Ooh, take several seats, Mr. Simpson. You'll have your chance to clap back.
This ain't it, Chief.
So the night your girlfriend went missing, you hosted a positively pushing, P-bussin' party.
Period.
Period.
Mr. Simpson, POV when it's your turn to clap back.
I just have one problem with Mr. Jennings' statement here. You see, Mr. Jennings, when under oath less than a month ago, you said that this party was straight up chuggy.
What?
I have no idea what any of this means.
Well,
the only one I haven't caught so far is
Chuggy?
chuggy.
I don't know.
Somebody in the comments, please tell us what chuggy means. What the hell?
Yeah, if you guys know what chuggy means, if you're a Gen Zer and you know what chuggy means, please tell me. I know what cat means.
Yeah.
It's so
period.
You're just the CEO of Lying on the Stand. Nah, fam. So then this party can't hold this L? On God. Dead ass.
Objection, Your Honor. Step present, my boy.
You're being a bit cringe, sis.
Daddy.
Clearly, you understood the assignment.
It's high key big.
Wait, what did she just say?
Chatty.
Cringe, sis.
Daddy.
Zaddy.
Clearly, you understood the assignment.
It's high key big facts.
It's a little bit salty.
Wig.
Now, Mr. Jennings, would you agree that you have drip?
Oh, he's definitely vibing.
That feeling when you done glowed up?
That's fact.
Well, Mr. Jennings, I'm just curious. And ladies and gentlemen, please don't let this flop.
He's giving main character energy.
Mr. Jennings, why'd you switch up?
I didn't switch up.
That's Cap, and you know
I'm a whole ass move.
Go off, King.
This is sending me.
Mr. Simpson,
Big yikes.
you're giving
Because
extra.
I was at this party, and when you arrived, you were shook.
It's not done yet. It's not done yet. And I'm still fucking. This is literally like if you walked into a courtroom right now and they were speaking legal speak. This is what I hear right here. And I have no fucking idea how to Google translate this shit.
You were tossing shade all over the place because within minutes, you yeeted right out of that party. Yeah,
Yeah, now I know what yeeted means.
yeah.
He's a snack.
Cap, I don't even know how to
Your Honor, tell me he's badgering my client without telling me he's badgering my client.
Overruled.
Oh my fucking god.
I have the answer to chuggy. I have the answer to chuggy. It's uncool.
Really?
Why
Chuggy
can't
is
you
a
just-
slang adjective mocking someone or something as uncool. They are out of touch with current trends or trying too hard to be trendy.
Wow.
You're welcome.
Yeah, my brain hurts too, but guess what? We still got 5 seconds.
Bet.
What, 5 seconds?
I was posted at the party.
You were until you weren't. That's Cap. You're on.
Oh my God. That is Gen Z court, ladies and gentlemen. That's what we're headed for.
The sad thing is, I understood every single word of that slang except for chuggy. I had to look it up.
I didn't understand squat. Okay.
I did. But I have kids. I have kids that are Gen Zs, and so yeah.
Okay, so you're educated on this.
Wow.
More so than you, apparently.
Yeah, well, definitely.
Oh yeah, you guys want to see how crazy RFK is? Just real quick.
Oh God.
I'm here because I got a call from my daughter in Italy that there was a friend of hers lives here, Dr. Nick, and he's having problems with it.
You want some clippers or something? Or?
Oh, no, that's salad.
No, I need your help.
So there's a snake caught up in a nest
It's a
or
gopher
in
snake.
this wiring.
You want some clippers or something?
It's a non-venomous snake, right? And he gets it out of there, you know, whatever. And then this one.
Bobby, there's a rattlesnake in the driveway. Right?
Hold on, guys. I'll be back in a flash.
He's got a net and an Amazon bucket. Nope, it's angry.
Oh. This is not a very good net.
Yeah, it's small.
That snake must be Democrat.
He's a Democrat. A fishing net and a bucket.
That's not even a fishing. That's a kid's butterfly net.
And a bucket.
Yeah.
It worked.
Hold
I
on,
give
it
him
gets better.
credit.
Oh no, it gets better.
Amazing.
It's way better.
That's amazing.
That's amazing. He's just like, yeah, whatever.
In the middle of a meeting.
He dumps it out.
He let
Takes like a little thing. I don't know what the fuck that is. I guess it's his crop or
pooper
something.
scooper or something. I don't know.
I have no idea. But he's trying to pin its head down. There he goes. Now I got it.
If he picks it up, I'm gonna like.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah, no,
I-
he's-
As long as you hold its mouth shut.
like a boss.
Oh, that's a
I'd be-
thing from a fire pit.
Yeah.
That's a rattler.
Mm-hmm.
There's an angler in there. I don't want to touch him. Yeah, Cheryl to bring me a pillow to his house. Oh.
No, honey. No. I'll let the
That's his wife.
Mm-hmm.
Was it Cheryl Teagues or some shit? I don't know. I just love the fact that he's got just a prissy actress wife. It's funny.
Look at these rings at the end of his tail.
Oh my God.
Gonna put him in here. All safe.
He just
In
also
there, you take him outside and you set it free out in the wilderness and you leave it. Yeah, that's exactly what you should be doing. If
and I love the very end of it. Kennedy 24, declare your independence.
Oh my gosh.
This commercial was paid for by the snake. It just
so would you
cracks
pick
me
the
up
snake or
whenever
the
I see
bear?
him.
Joking.
Brooke, please put Brooke's comment in here right now. We have to put that in. Oh my god.
What in the Alabama bullshit's happening? You just saw
RFK Jr.'s
RFK
crazy.
handle a rattlesnake in his bare fucking hands like a boss.
Well, he did have a worm in his brain, so he has no fear anyway, because he's like, I was gonna die anyway. So
Oh God, I
He
did
came out
see this.
banging.
I did
like a
see this, and it
boss.
was a fucking hilarious little video that this guy did.
Things younger than Joe Biden and Donald Trump
Bill Clinton, the country of India, diamonds on engagement rings, color TV, the U.S. interstate highway system, the U.S. states of Alaska and Hawaii, birth control pills, Walmart, pineapple on pizza, legal interracial marriage, calling 911, high fives, the last French guillotine execution, CNN, ciabatta bread, and over 95% of the U.S. population. Things young.
That's fucking epic.
Dude, I love him already. That is amazing.
I know. The guy was just like, "Oh yeah, let me put this out there."
We're
And I'm
on
just going,
StreamYard.
Oh, that's great. That's fucking beautiful.
We're using StreamYard Butterfly, and we're also right now set up on YouTube. There's a link right there. Go for it. Because pretty soon here, I'm going to be shutting this down because TikTok can only allow us to do so many things.
You need to yeet, folks, you got to yeet yourself out of there and come over to YouTube.
You
come over to YouTube.
You two talk about whatever for a couple minutes. I'll be right back.
Right,
Yep.
because TikTok is apparently chuggy.
Yeah,
some of the things we have to say.
Oh my gosh!
You like how I brought that in there?
Yeah, that very nice. The wife just put a video out on TikTok.
Oh God! Is she making fun of you with your sauerkraut?
No.
I would go
She
see it
probably
then.
will later. But she's actually putting the question to TikTok: how come you are censoring the other word other than unaliving?
Oh, the opposite of unaliving, or the word that you use? Oh, you mean
the other word,
the word that was used for what allegedly happened yesterday.
Unaliving or the suicide.
I what?
Suicide. I'm gonna say it.
Yeah, no, you
Suicide.
can say that.
No, you can't.
So no, he can't. Not on TikTok.
Not on
TikTok will
TikTok, and most
censor
social
you now.
medias will censor it.
Why?
Look, after you, sir.
My wife is actually starting the battle to not censor that because that is real life.
Yeah,
It's real. It happens. Stop censoring it. So she just did a video. She's going, I wonder how long it's going to take for TikTok to, yeet that video. And I'm like, I don't know. We'll find out.
because it's not chuggy.
Yeah, probably.
You're fired.
I won't do it again.
It's aluminum.
You know what? I really haven't done it in a minute. So
Shut up, Meg.
So, guys, really quickly here.
Go watch
since
it.
TikTok's gonna hit it. Go check out the wife's video if you can. Comment, like, share, that kind of thing. But there's the ticker right down there, guys. There's the link. Come over to YouTube and we'll get jiggy with it. What do you say there? I mean, what do we put there? I mean, I don't know
what you just said was completely fine.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, I did something right, honey. So
Mark this one down, right. Bones. He did something right.
Holy cow. But definitely, there's a link. Grab it. Come over to YouTube because we're gonna get more saucier over there. So I'm gonna end the TikTok live. So love you guys. Have a good one. Be safe. Be kind. Butterfly link. See you over there. All right. See you guys later.
So are we off of TikTok then?
And we are. Now we can get real good with it.
So I'm trying to figure out why it's an issue that on TikTok, you can't say somebody was killed. You can't say somebody died, but you can say they were unalived or they were found unalive. You can't even say the word dead. And you can't say suicide, which is a self-inflicted situation, which is directly linked to mental health.
Yeah. That the wife is fighting.
Color me fucking baffled by that shit.
She's starting a war.
She needs to start tagging me because I will fucking join that war.
Well, she did do this video right here, and it was a simple video.
Oh, look at
it wasn't said, but it was implicated in the video right here. Why is it that we can't use the word suicide on here? Is it something that needs to be talked about? Who's with me, honey? I'm with you 100%.
100%.
It's one of those things that the subjects that are talked about and that are deemed non-appropriate.
Too
That's the way I can put it. Just
But
not
here's the
appropriate.
thing: we have so many people like and I'm sorry, I'm going to name names just because I can. Like Mr. Ballin does his stories that he does, and he talks about suicide and death and unalivings or whatever you want to call it. But he uses all those words in all his true crime stuff. In the true crime stuff, you get these things where they talk about, so and so committed suicide, so then the spouse decided to go do and kill somebody, and et cetera, et cetera. So why can they do it, but other creators can't? There's a lot of bias there.
Let me put it to you this way. Why the hell can I put a video on there talking about that, but I can put this video up right here?
Okay, he's a Balchinian.
Yeah, it's funny, right? Haha, great. There was testicles on a guy's face.
Mm-hmm.
And because it was an alien in a movie and he was a Balchinian, it was okay.
Right.
I don't think it's okay. And I'm the one that posted the fucking video.
Well, and that's the thing, as I'm saying, is there's bias. Just like we talked about this a few months back. People go in on, you fall into different parts of TikTok and you get chicks that are wearing almost nothing that's see-through. And the next thing you know, it pans down, you get full vag.
No, yeah, 100%.
Why is that okay on a platform supposedly structured and targeting 13 and up, but you can't say suicide, talk about mental health?
Because that's a big thing in the community of 13 and up. Is you talk about it and more of it'll happen. It's like, no, if you recognize that it's a fact and it's a thing of life that shit happens like that, then and it's discussed more, then it can be prevented more.
Because by not talking about it, you're stigmatizing it and making people think that they can't talk to you when they feel that way. And that's when kids go and kill themselves. And people go, well, I never saw it coming. Probably because they didn't feel comfortable talking about it because society says you can't. We're making it taboo again, which scares the shit out of me.
Mm-hmm. And it's all part of the cancel culture shit and what people don't like and what they don't want to hear and all that kind of stuff. I get that. I understand that you don't want to hear a certain thing or you don't want to talk about a certain thing. Then don't get on social media, dumbass.
Well, yeah, there's that.
Speaking of not being on social media, where did Pit Boss go?
Maybe to go eat some more sauerkraut?
Oh, wow.
I don't know. I just heard a door.
Great sauerkraut. Oh, that was
See?
great stuff. Oh.
I just said that.
Little known facts about Pit Boss. He's only 4'9".
What?
Oh, hey, buddy.
Behind my ass.
Anytime, I want to put it to you this way. Anytime you're on a stream with me and you leave, I will do little known facts about you.
Oh, God dang it.
I didn't do any until just then, but I will do little known facts about you. Just for fun.
Amira.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm just flexing.
My favorite one was to do whenever Toby walked away from the screen and I was in his live and I'd do little known facts about Toby.
Dude, they were actually facts.
And then people loved it. And the little known facts about Toby, did you know that Toby is actually a garden gnome that came to life?
Oh my God.
Sounds like an actual fact.
Yeah, it's like the
Sounds
Princess
like
and the
Toby.
Frog, except she just kissed a fucking gnome.
If Toby comes in here, man, it starts going bones.
Oh, dude, I've typed it right in front of him, and he's missed it completely. I mean, his
Really?
chat scrolls so fast, he's missed it completely, and everybody's like, "Toby, you need to scroll up and look." He's like, "I'm not scrolling up for shit." He don't care.
No, I've gone into his lives, and it's taken him a half an hour to realize I'm even there.
I will put it to you this way: I've been in his lives where he's had like 4,000 people, and he's made the chat stop completely. The man has extreme control over his lives. It's beautiful.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
I've seen the chat come to a dead stop.
Yeah, and the dude has he's got extreme control over his dude. Well, he's got a lot of respect. Bomber's working right now, so he is not here today. He's not available today. Just
We
so
needed him.
anybody's wondering where Bomber is, he's still part of 4HP. He's just working today, and we at 4HP always say, life comes first, family comes first. So
We needed him.
We did. That's cap, bro.
Oh my God.
Dude,
all cap,
fucking-
no
God dang
facts.
it. Here we go.
He got one.
You're being chuggy.
We yeeted him to go and be responsible.
Well, what? Us responsible? What?
I don't even know how to spell
Oh,
the
I
word
was speaking
responsible.
Gen Z.
Cat's like, what
Sorry.
the fuck?
actually hollering at me.
Is your name Chugi?
No, you said Cap.
No, I said Cap.
That's Cap.
It was all Cap. Stop being so Chugi.
Cat's going.
She's
Fuck
like, okay.
Everbones.
He's like, I don't even know what the fuck that means.
Just like I don't speak dumbass. It's
I'm in a
Dumbass,
fucking lot of
oh.
pain right now. Oh Jesus!
Oh,
I fixed my floor the other day, and apparently that was the wrong thing to do. So
Let me help. I'll stab you, and then I won't hurt.
let's have that. Hey,
well.
oh, well, Bones is getting a piercing. Anybody want to take
It
any
doesn't
guesses?
hurt as bad if I poke him, right?
No.
No.
with your weed tongs. Oh, your hairpin.
What's a hairpin?
Well, you had it the other way, Goober. I know it looked like a pair of weed tongs. Let me see it.
You don't have any hair to twist up into that.
It's a
Oh,
little
that's
hair.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
kind of cool.
That's sharp.
Yeah, but she was holding it like this, so it looked like a pair of tick tick tick.
Will you stop bending
Oh,
my
my bad.
hairpin?
My bad. I'm bending it back. Jesus.
You're
You
touching
don't know.
things that you don't know about because you don't have any fucking hair.
You know what? Hold on. Let me see it. Let me see it. Let me see it.
He puts it on his beard. I knew it.
Yoink.
Yoink.
Wow. See,
Okay.
guys, we actually have fun here now that we're. Oh my God, she did it. Get her, Bones. Get her.
I fucking love her.
Oh, man.
Run, cat, run.
What we got here is an American female that just taunted a male. Let's see what happens.
Rattlesnake. She'll just go get her butterfly nut in her bucket. She'll be fine.
See the bright colors that she's wearing right now. Says, watch out.
Okay.
I'm dangerous.
No, I'm telling you, all she needs is her butterfly nut in her Amazon bucket, and she's good.
So it's time.
Is it?
Yeah.
It's time for the show.
No, it's time for Amira's favorite thing.
Because we didn't
Oh,
get
wait,
to do it
hold on.
2 weeks ago.
Hold
Oh,
on.
I see a pussy.
Ay, Dios mío.
I like your orange pussy. Cat.
Well, he is new to the family like today,
Aw.
like 5 minutes ago.
Honey.
What his name?
Mare.
I couldn't help it. I drove past somebody that their sign said "very cute kittens." I had to check it out.
Very cute
Name.
kittens. The signs
That's
say
literally
it.
what
Very
their
cute
sign said.
kittens. And
Is it boy or girl?
Boy.
It's
Fidget.
it's an itty mischief.
Fidget.
so the only problem is we have a female in the house that is
You can find
um elderly that still wants to get freaky.
Oh.
It's okay. We'll keep them separate, and I'll find out like how young we can get them neutered.
Yeah, we need to get him.
Oh, you
clipped.
can do those.
Or
you can
just
do
get
cats
her
really
neutered.
She's so old. You try to get her neutered, she would go out.
Yeah, I don't think she.
I mean, that's fine
Yeah.
too.
Put a kitty diaper on her. She'll be fine. They do it for dogs.
Oh, they do it for Biden. Oh, wait a minute. Sorry.
That depends. That's yeah. Any whoozle
What does it depend on? Oh, look, it gets bigger.
Oh, wow. So that turns into that. Okay, we're good.
What's his name?
Mischief.
It's
Oh,
mischief.
I was gonna say. I thought maybe Crumpet.
He is 15 years old.
Jesus.
Oh yeah, no, he's still running around kicking. He's just getting that old cat thin body now. He used to be a big old fat cat. Now he's starting to thin out.
And he's purring his ass off right now.
Tackle box.
I
We can't have a cat unless it's bald. And I'm like, if I wanted to pet a bald pussy, I'd go shave. But
No, I can hear him.
but he had
Little
bald
chainsaw.
dogs though.
Yeah,
He had
he
hairless
will be
dogs.
bald.
So that's why he wants a hairless cat since he's had hairless dogs. And I'm like, no.
Really?
He had two
I-
hairless American Terriers.
Yeah, well, we
Uh,
saw the little one, we saw the big one, so
Their
you know
names
how big
were
it's gonna get.
Kira and
Yeah.
Riddick.
So
Oh, that had to feel good.
A little tongue scratch. He's a good.
He got
he's-
tongue-
He will
got
come up
punked
to you
by the
whenever he. Yeah, no, he'll come up to you whenever he wants something. If he wants to be picked up like this, he'll walk up to you and he'll stand up and paw at you, and whenever he wants attention, he'll come up and get it. And the funny part about him is the fact that he's missing one canine, so he's missing this one fang right here. So anytime you pet him, he likes it whenever you scruffle him hard, and then after you pet him, he'll sit there and shake his head.
And he drools.
Let's see if she can get him to do it.
And he throws the drool everywhere.
Okay, honey, stop. No, he didn't do it. No, yeah, he'll just it like spit flies everywhere. It's fucking terrible.
We had a Tonkinese that she used to come up into the bed when I was married to my ex-husband. He'd pull the blankets way up to here and he'd kind of roll the top down like a little fluff, get under his armpits. She'd come up and lay right here, tuck her head into that roll, and she'd start the whole pawing and she'd like stick her mouth into the curve and she'd start pawing like she was nursing, and he'd pull her away and there'd be a fucking wet spot like this.
So if I got it right, Bones has got himself a 4-legged spitting pussy.
Yes, he does.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Hey guys in the comments, please keep chatting away.
He's got a 2-legged one though too.
Yeah, that one actually brings out the claws.
That one actually bites. Yeah.
Yeah, that one does bite.
Right, hard. And he's not listening anymore.
No, he's now he is.
Sweetheart, you want to talk being taken from mama too early? Mischief was found on the side of my granddad's house one day after he was born. I've had him since he was a day old.
Wow.
Yeah.
There is
that takes dedication.
being taken from mama too early with proper care.
Right.
So I'm looking at a lot of things that are going on, but right now as it sits, I think we need to have a story.
I think we need to know who the asshole was.
Yeah, I would love to know about this.
The asshole's
story.
always Bones.
So
always. The answer to the
And
am I
then
the
it's-
asshole
then it's
is
not.
Bones.
Then it's not. Am I the asshole?
Is Bones the asshole? No kidding.
It's not even that. It's you are the asshole.
Right.
You
I have
are
a
the
story.
asshole.
I
Go
found
ahead.
a real good one, and I found one that's fairly new, actually. So this one's actually a bit controversial. This comes to you from the Reddit subthread of Am I the Asshole? AITH. And it's Am I the Asshole for refusing to let my in-laws see my daughter after what they did during her birth?
Is this the same one as you did last time?
It is not. This is only 4 hours old.
Oh, okay.
That's why I said this one's fresh. So I, 29 female, recently gave birth to my first child, a beautiful baby girl, fake name here, by the way, Lily. My husband, 32 male, and I have been over the moon, but our joy was ruined by an incident with my in-laws that I cannot get over. For context, my mother-in-law, Karen, 48 female, and Bob, 60 male, have always been overbearing and intrusive, but my husband and I have tried to keep the peace. Throughout my pregnancy, Karen constantly criticized my choices from my diet to my birth plan. She insisted on being in the delivery room, which I firmly declined. She threw a fit, claiming she had every right to be there as the grandmother, but I stood my ground.
Okay.
When I went into labor, my husband and I headed to the hospital. Everything was progressing normally until I was about to start pushing. That's when the door burst open and Karen and Bob barged in, having lied to the nurses to gain access. I was in the middle of a contraction in immense pain and suddenly had my in-laws in my face shouting what they thought was encouragement and trying to film the birth on their devices. I was mortified and enraged. I screamed at them to get out, but they refused, saying they had a right to be there. My husband tried to get them to leave, but they wouldn't budge. The nurses and the other hospital staff had to physically remove them from the room. This caused such a commotion that my labor stalled, and I ended up needing an emergency C-section due to the stress and the delay they caused. After Lily was born, Karen and Bob were unapologetic. They actually had the nerve to post about the birth on social media, including pictures they took during the chaos without our consent. They announced her name and details before we had a chance to, and even worse, they shared a picture of me they clicked while I was in the delivery room early before the emergency C-section trying to push. I was pissed and heartbroken. This was supposed to be a private special moment for my husband and I, and they completely violated that. I decided then and there that they wouldn't see Lily until they showed genuine remorse and apologized. When we got home from the hospital, they demanded to visit. I told them they were not welcome and explained why. Karen blew up saying I was being cruel and a bitch, denying them their rights as grandparents. My husband is supportive but torn because they are his parents. They have since started a smear campaign against me to the rest of the family, painting me as the villain who keeps their grandchild away for no good reason. Now I'm getting calls and messages from extended family, the husband's side, accusing me of being heartless and unforgiving. They say I should put it behind me for the sake of family and harmony, but I can't. Also, my husband's two sisters are saying that if they were kind enough to forgive me after I threw a hissy fit, that's in quotations by the way, and embarrassed and insulted them by getting them thrown out of the delivery room, then I should forgive them too. Every time I think about what they did, I get so angry and upset. I don't trust them, and I don't want them around my daughter until they truly understand and regret the pain they cause. So am I the asshole for refusing to let my in-laws see my daughter after what they did? Now, what I'm going to say here, I chose this for a reason. I was with my son and my daughter-in-law on Friday night. My daughter-in-law is well into her second trimester and showing. I'm so excited. And she and I were chit-chatting about her birth plan. And she says, I want my husband there, my son. Totally get that. She's like, and I may or may not want my mom. I may or may not want you there. She's like, I don't know what kind of place I'm going to be in. I don't know how your son is going to be, if he'll be able to handle me in that moment, or if he'll get wheezed. Feel right being in a room like that with what's going on with my body and all the things that are happening. I don't know. She says, but I'm not ruling it out, but I'm not saying that you're welcome to just walk in either. And I went, you know what? I'll sit my ass in the lobby, the waiting room, whatever. And I will sit there and crochet or do whatever I'm going to do and wait until either I'm invited or I'm needed. I don't feel like I've got the right because I'm going to be a grandparent. That's just me. So
I feel like somebody should have called Chris Hansen on these grandparents because they were acting way too goddamn weird. Like, we just want to sacrifice the baby.
Yeah.
What gets me is people that pull that bullshit. Well, we're entitled because we're grandparents. Really? You're not her mom and dad.
How about fuck that shit? My mom sat there and told me that she was going to take my fucking kids away from me not too long ago. I don't give a shit about your grandparents' rights. They're my fucking kids. I will raise them as I see fit. The only reason that a grandparent should have custody of children is abusive parents, dead parents, or parents that abandoned their fucking children. They don't have any right to custody or to raise your fucking children. When it comes down to it, it's all said and done. My grandmother tried to do the same thing with us and tried to say that it takes a village to raise a child. Bullshit. When it comes down to it, I will raise my fucking kids the way I see fit. They are my children. They came out of my nutsack. They are my fucking kids.
My daughter-in-law and my son raised my grandson their way, and she had started that process before she knew my son. She has learned over the last couple of years that this, and I love that she used the phrase, but she's like, gentle parenting obviously is not working in some aspects with him. It was different when he was younger, but now he's 7.5. Gentle parenting, she's realizing just doesn't work with a kid.
Doesn't work at 7 years.
No, that's gentle parenting is the kind of fucking parenting you do whenever your kid sits there and grabs your credit card and buys a fucking new Xbox with it and tells you to fuck off. That's what gentle parenting gets you.
When they're little and you're trying to teach the basics, I can understand being gentle. But when they're 7 years old, they're mouthy, and I'm not saying that my grandsons, I'm saying in general, 7 years old, they start to get a little bit more independent, they get a little bit more verbally out there. I don't gentle parent shit. Did I agree with her parenting choices? No. Did I respect them? Absolutely. When I had my grandson with me, I did what she did. If she wants me in the delivery room when she gives birth to my granddaughter, fantastic. If she doesn't, that's fine. Right. I don't have any rights to shit. I gave birth to mine. Mine is standing next to you. He's the one that knocked your ass up. That's where my responsibility ended.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, I'm looking at it this way. You brought a child into this world. That is considered a gift.
That some days I wished I could have returned, but yes.
Yeah, it's still considered a gift. But being a grandparent or turning into a grandparent is also part of that gift.
That's
It's
called
a
a
gift.
late. That's called a late term abortion, by the way.
Let me return to the
Way late.
No, that's called return to sender. Oh, hey, Dad, this is good.
Return to sender.
I wonder how old can your kid be before you drop them off at the fire department relinquish? Do they take
old.
36-year-olds?
They
Are you
could.
talking about tackle box again?
No, no.
No, I don't think she's the asshole. I don't.
No.
But at the same time, I get where she's coming from as well, because when your parents try to sit there and raise your fucking kids, oh, we're trying to teach them this, that, and the other. No, that's not your job. That's my job. Your job is one thing and one thing only: to love your grandkids unconditionally, no matter what. That's it. That's all you got to do.
Yeah.
And to the grandparents that want to raise the grandkids like they raised their fucking kids, or they try to raise them differently than what they raised their fucking kids. Like my parents, they raised my brother one way, they raised me another, and now they're trying to raise my kids a completely different way.
Right.
When it comes down to it, it's all said and done. I called my dad and I told my dad what my mom did. Told him straight up. I was like, look, this is what happened. I'm just letting you know. Plain and simple. I'm not holding anything back from you. This is the whole kit and caboodle. And I told him, I said, I'm never talking to that bitch again. I don't want anything to do with her. I don't care. I'm pretty sure whenever Trump when they attempted to take Trump out, she was probably in her apartment stomping around and yelling and screaming. I don't fucking know. But when it comes down to it, it's all said and done. My mother, everybody saw my mom and everybody loved my mom whenever she was online here and everything like that, but nobody really knows how she is.
Right, right.
My mother's a cunt. Yes,
Oh,
I use the
are
C
your
word.
mom and my mom sisters?
No, not
don't-
necessarily. She doesn't understand when enough is enough. She doesn't understand when to stop. She always has to be in charge and all that shit. And
Your mom and my mom are sisters.
Probably,
My mom went to that school.
probably.
My mom,
But I looked at
like the
her.
doctrine in that school.
I looked at her and I told her, I said, you know, as much as you and Amanda hate each other, ooh, I name dropped. Anyway, as much as my ex-wife and you hate each other, you two are so fucking alike. You're both lazy fat asses. You don't want to do any fucking thing. All you want to do is sit around, and she wants to smoke weed all day. The other one wants to drink. And one literally is just like the other. They're both competitive. They both think they're right. They both have to be in charge. It's like y'all two are two peas in a pod, and the reason why you butt heads is because both of y'all think you're right. I mean, Jesus, when they say marry somebody that's like your mom, I did, and I regret that shit. But at the same time, I don't regret it because I got my kids. So I'll go through that 10 years of hell to have my kids every time. I don't care about that.
I completely agree. For
Right.
me,
Did you say specify it's not you? Yeah. We're not talking about you.
No, we're not talking about you.
I said
at all.
ex-wife.
My thing is my mother is just like that, and she still is to this day.
Probably,
and it
Brooke.
scares the shit out of me. But for me, my grandparents were my saving grace. My one grandmother still alive, 104 years old, still kicking ass. But my grandparents, my other two grandparents, my dad's folks, they were a blessing in my life. They were everything my parents never were. Now, my grandfather was a racist son of a bitch, but he was born in 1916, and that was a different era, and opinions and views were very different. So that's what I was around.
Yeah, he used the N-word.
Oh, gods, yes. especially watching Tiger baseball. Holy shit.
Really?
Oh my
God.
Dude, okay, I'll put it this way. I feel what she's saying because my granddad was the same way, and they named an all-black school's football field after him.
Oh, God, my grandfather was pissed that I went to a predominantly black school, but it's the same school his kids went to.
Yeah, no, my granddad had an all-white school at the time whenever he was the principal and the head coach there. Then they had segregation.
Ugh.
And he treated all the kids fairly and all the kids the same. Never looked at them any other way than kids. And the man hated he used the N-word. I don't know how many times he hated black people, period. And then what's funny is years later, they turn around and they dedicate or name the stadium after him, Carl Twiddle Stadium. I leaned over to my aunt in the middle of the whole thing, and we're laughing on the field. We're at the football field. We're laughing because I looked at her and said, they're really naming a football field after a guy who hated black people as much as his granddad did. And me and her just lost our shit laughing. We're over there laughing our asses off, and everybody's looking at us. We're like, what? I mean, it's obvious. Look at the stands. There's 3 rows of stands. It's all black people, and white people in the middle. Look like a giant fucking Oreo sitting there. And this shit was fucking hilarious. It was absolutely fucking hilarious. And
Hey, I love
the white
Oreo.
people standing there, and they're sitting there like, we're in Spencer right now, and we're probably going to get robbed when we leave this place.
Here's the kicker, though. Here's the kicker. My grandfather, racist son of a bitch, would make all these comments, and it wasn't just people of melanated skin. He hated everybody equally. He would tell jokes about people of
I love how the wording that we have to use in some of this shit.
I prefer to use that.
Melanated.
But my grandfather didn't like people who didn't believe in God, but only the people that believed in Jesus, if you get my meaning.
Yeah.
He didn't like those people. He didn't like anybody whose eyes weren't round. He didn't like anybody who didn't speak English, which of course wasn't as big of a deal in the 80s when I was a kid growing up. But this motherfucker, Junior Walker, the musician. Hold on. Junior Walker, the musician.
We need to do a whole segment of "Is my grandparent racist?"
Jesus.
There you go. Right.
So
there.
his mother, my great grandma, she lived into her 80s or even 90s, and this was in the 80s, and she passed away. But her neighbor across the street was Junior Walker, the musician. Yeah.
Okay.
See,
Number one,
Pit Boss
I'm
got
jelly.
that. Right.
I'm jelly.
So Junior Walker taught me how to play saxophone.
Junior Walker literally.
Junior Walker showed you how to blow on something? Is that what you're saying?
You know what my grandfather told me said to me when he found out that Junior Walker taught me how to play saxophone? He says, "Why didn't he teach you how to pick potatoes?"
Wow.
Because of the song "Shotgun," which is a line that's referred to in the in the song, and I was just like, "Grandpa, are you fucking kidding?" I didn't say that. I was just, I'm like, "Grandpa," I'm like, could you just not?
Is there Ray can shut off?
He's like, no.
But then he went across the street. He shook the man's hand and thanked him and walked away like they were the best of friends.
Blanks N-word and walks off.
No, he didn't say that.
No,
Jesus, thank God.
Hey,
no, because there would have been kids come out
great-grandfather.
that house with pew-pews and things and whatnot, and
Right.
Grandpa would have been dead long. Emphysema
We'll
wouldn't
bring
have
it
killed him. Something else would have. Holy shit.
My great grandmother. I know this one at Thanksgiving. We brought her over to the house. It was pretty much her last Thanksgiving ever. And we were sitting there waiting for her to come in, and our neighbor was also having a Thanksgiving party kind of thing going on, and they are a mixed family.
Mm.
Great grandmother looked over, goes, and she's sitting there, in the car, and my dad heard her clear as day. "I bet they don't put raisins in their potato salad."
I got one.
I'm
Oh,
like,
go ahead.
wait a minute, Grandma, you put
That's
great
gross
grandma puts
anyway.
raisins in potato salad? What the hell?
That's disgusting.
But she was trying to point out that some of them
Cultural
were,
differences.
quote unquote raisins in the potato salad.
Jesus. My baby shower, when I married my ex-husband, we went to go, his mom was one of 8 siblings, and most of them were the sisters. Love these ladies, like they were amazing. We go to one of the sisters' houses for my baby shower, and one of my now nieces, because I acquired her through marriage, brought her boyfriend with her.
Oh.
Well, you see this?
Mm-hmm.
Complete opposite.
Okay.
She brings him, and I shit you not, they walked in the house, and I know what sister it was, but I won't say her name. The one sister goes, "Who let the fucking in the house?" My poor niece looked at me, looked at her partner, her boyfriend, and they walked right the hell back out. I couldn't believe it. But again, the era they grew up in, where they
Yeah.
grew up, that era, that not just the era that they were in, but the area they lived in. That it was a farming community when they were kids. It wasn't as developed as it is now. Completely different. And to them, that kind of stuff just didn't. You didn't do that.
Yeah,
But just
yeah.
flat out, who let the fucking? And I was like, and I literally looked at my now new husband. I went, "Do we need to stay?" He's like, "The party's for you," and I'm like, "Do we have to stay? Can we just go?"
Yeah, we can stage left.
This was the first time I met the sisters. This
Oh
was
my
literally the
gosh.
first time I met these women. And she says this out loud, and the whole fucking place just fell silent.
That's scary. That's scary.
Right.
With said person being there in front of that person too.
She was literally looking at him, and he wasn't more than 15 feet from her.
We might actually have to do a segment on on our
Yeah. How racist is your great grandparents?
Oh,
racist is your
shit.
family?
This wasn't even that particular. That was aunts and uncles that were like my mom's age ish or a little bit older. My grandparents, racist as fuck. My great grandmother, his mom, my grandpa who was racist, his mom, she didn't give a fuck what color you were. She no fucks given, none.
Yeah, yeah, and I'm with you. And the biggest thing for me is a lot of people are going to go, well, you guys are talking about racist things, and well, I'm going to point this out really quickly. We don't care what race, what nationality, what sex, what he, her, shim, whatever.
all are
We don't
welcome
care.
there.
Yeah.
We don't care. If you act an a-hole, you're an asshole. End
Oh
of story.
yeah.
Wait,
Oh,
how,
if you
how, are
don't
you,
act
how,
like
you, how are
that-
you going to say it that way? If you act an a-hole, you're an asshole. Like, just if you're going to be an asshole, being a, whatever.
If you have to ask me if you are the asshole, I'm probably going to defer to potentially yes, depending on the circumstances.
Well, I figure I'm an a-hole. I try to do honesty when I'm being an asshole.
You want to hear something? Just somebody said something about grandparents, and maybe. So I went to the cemetery last weekend to go pay respects to my grandfather, the racist piece of shit that I
Oh,
fucking
Brooke,
loved.
we need to bring you in here.
I loved my
You got
grandfather.
stories.
He and I were very close, but he was racist. So where he's buried, I'm looking at things and I'm cleaning off the headstone, and I turn around and I look, and behind me, about 30 feet away, and I shit you not, Tacklebox. He's got a very unusual last name. Very, very unusual, not common, right? I turn around and I look, and there's 3 or 4 headstones with that last name on it. And I'm going,
Cagliostro?
okay. I'm going, okay. My family, my last name is not very common. So I'm looking at that and I'm looking at that. And then the area that we were in the middle of fucking nowhere. This is a cemetery that if you were buried in this place, it's because you were from the region. Like you knew the area. So we're thinking that his family and my family probably knew each other back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, how fucked up is that shit?
Oh, look, a mouse pad.
We're not related though, I promise.
Got that DNA test in, did you?
Nobody is well, it wouldn't matter anyway because yeah.
The dirty stuff you two have done, it wouldn't matter anyway.
It wouldn't matter because it's not like I'm gonna have kids.
My own grandpa. Anyway,
It doesn't matter that you're fucking your sister. She can't have kids.
He's
so.
not even related to me. He's
hey, it's all about
not.
the size. You already know that.
It's all about the what?
She saw what he was carrying.
A big truck. He's got a really big pickup truck.
Oh, I thought we were gonna have to start sharing baseball stats.
No, he's got a Ram 1500 sitting outside.
Oh, I bet he does.
That's what you call it. Okay, a Ram 1500.
He's
driving
ramming away.
He's driving the 11 Ultra Classic this week, so I don't want to hear it.
Wait a minute, what?
He's riding the motorcycle this week to work.
Oh, so you're on top. Okay. Anyway,
Thank you. I didn't say it.
I did.
I'm driving the
wow.
truck this week. I'm driving the truck. He's riding the Harley.
Okay. Well, I mean, that sounds like it's a terrible life.
Hey, it's borrowed. It's not even
borrowed.
ours. It's my brother.
The bike or the truck?
The bike. The bike is
I'm
borrowed.
borrowing nobody's bike because I ain't getting it back.
Brooke, my mom and my dad were legally stepbrother and stepsister after they got divorced. My mom's mom married my dad's dad. 2 years after my parents divorced, my mom's mom, the one who's still living, and my dad's dad got married. My parents were legally stepbrother and stepsister for 20 years. And so I have two grandmothers that legally had the same last name.
They got aluminum in them.
Oh my gosh. Also, seriously, you work with a
Wait.
Peterbilt. Jesus Christ.
Wait, hold on. So what you're saying is your mom and your stepdad?
My mom and my dad.
Oh.
My mother and my father were legally stepbrother and sister after their divorce. Because then her mom married his dad after my parents got a divorce.
Wow. All I can
Try going to Catholic school and explaining your family tree as to why you have two grandmas with the same last name.
You can't.
Okay. What we have
done
here, here's the family tree. It starts the fork right here, and you see it do an immediate left-hand turn and go back into the trunk.
There was no kids from that union because they were both well into
The
their
branch
their
sprouted
50s.
out and just went right back into the ground.
No, because there was no children. They were it was a fucked up situation.
Okay. So next time that we have this situation where we only have 3 of us, I'm going to drag one of you some bitches in here. I don't care who it is. I don't care about any of that shit. You better have a decent mic and camera. If you don't,
fuck you.
Yeah. It's that age where this stuff, the equipment that we're all carrying right now is not that expensive. We've all bought it. It's a $60 mic. It's a fucking $80 fucking camera, whatever.
Oh, not even. I didn't even buy mine.
Yeah.
Shoot.
Mine was
just
donated.
have that. I would love to have somebody in here to fill in the gaps whenever we don't have people. So we'll do that next time. But this time I'm gonna call it early because I'm hurting like son of a bitch and all that jazz. So,
and he's the only one of the 3 of us that has control over everything. So when he says
I
we
mean,
gotta
I can
go,
leave. And
when
y'all
dad says the street lights are on, we gotta go.
Here, I'll just do this.
Wait a minute, the
and
street
whenever-
lights are
in
on?
30 minutes, I'll come back and turn it.
No, this motherfucker.
What the fuck? God dang it, man.
This motherfucker.
What?
God dang. Wow.
Dude, the glare off your forehead was killing me anyway. It's fine.
Oh.
Goddamn right.
Yeah.
It's got aluminum in them.
Oh, speaking of which, let's do. You know what? I'll postpone the leaving a little early, just for a minute.
Jerry Springer.
Jerry Springer, right? I need to get that fucking sound and put it on there. Just Jerry. But wrestling has gotten interesting again.
Oh, Jesus.
Yes, it did.
Oh
man.
So basically, they're doing a Dominic Mysterio, Rhea Ripley, Liv Morgan like love triangle thing or
Mama's
whatever.
back.
Basically they're making they're trying to make Dominic Eddie 2.0 in that sense. He's got the
I don't
same
know who he is.
hairstyle, the same mustache. Well, if you don't know, don't chime in.
Wait, are you talking about Eddie Guerrero?
Yeah,
Yes.
Eddie Guerrero.
Okay, I know who that is.
Rey Mysterio's son, Dominic Mysterio.
Oh, okay. That's
Okay,
what I needed to.
He's
fill
got
in
the long hair like Eddie did. Well, his is a lot longer, but he's got that mullet haircut like Eddie did.
So he's not pulling the luchador thing like Ray did.
No, he's
No.
doing both.
No.
Oh, okay.
He's kind of doing both, but he's wrestling like Eddie. Liv is hot. Don't judge me. I'm not, sweetheart. I'm with you 100%.
I agree, but Mama is too.
Right. So that whole thing has just been a roller coaster. The new Bloodline has been a whole roller coaster, which is I love the new Bloodline because they're introducing all of the Samoans from the independent circuit that are coming in now. It's working really well. I like that.
Question.
Yes.
Who is Liv?
Liv Morgan?
Liv
Yeah.
Morgan. Little blonde.
Hold
I
on,
didn't
I'll-
know if maybe this was. You said you were doing the Eddie Guerrero thing, so I thought maybe it was like one of his and his wife when he died, like their kid that was an adult now.
No.
So
That's that would be Dominic.
No,
Yeah,
Ray,
Dom-
that's
Dom-
Rey Mysterio's kid, though. I thought you meant
Yes.
like Eddie Guerrero and the crazy wife
No.
that they always portray in the shit because she's nuts. Because I know they had children.
Well, this one is that when I say Mama, Dominic and I can't remember her name right now. The one that Dominic was with at first.
Rhea Ripley.
Yeah, Ripley. They were first together as a couple in the WWE. Well, Ripley actually had to leave for a while. Reason why, she got married. So when at that time Dominic was an individual, so they brought Liv in, and she tried to play the real hot, aggressive woman that wants Dominic, quote unquote. Mama's not around anymore. I'm showing my stuff off and trying to get underneath his skin. They were doing their thing at a point where they were in a particular position. Then Mama's song came back on and she walked out as she was on top of him, kind of thing.
I'm guessing Bones is pulling up a video to educate me.
Yes.
I'm trying to pull up who Liv Morgan is. And oh, wow, this is her Hall of Fame outfit.
So you could
So,
just pull up a
this is Liv
video to
Morgan.
explain to me.
Yeah, that's Liv.
Yeah, that's Liv Morgan. If you want a video to explain to you, it'd be something like this. Oh,
That's
hold
Rey
on.
Mysterio's kid.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Ray's kid. He looks like a
Good.
jackass with a mustache. Let me be honest. I don't like the mustache,
Yeah, no, he looks
but
like
he's
no.
doing the whole Eddie Guerrero thing. He's honoring Eddie Guerrero by what he's doing.
Ew.
So
And that's Liv being the Miss Thing that wants to pogo on Dom, quote unquote.
yeah, Dirty Dom. And then she
Yeah.
has another one on here. Where is it at? I'm just gonna go through the pictures real quick.
Oh, she's pretty though.
She's got
What-
one called Daddy's Girl. She's playing on the mommy thing, and
Mhm.
she was like, you're always calling her mommy. Well, wouldn't you like to have somebody call you daddy? So she calls him Daddy Dom. It's fucking
Who'd she
hilarious.
marry? Did she marry a wrestler?
I don't know.
It says husband up at the top. If you go up, it says husband right up there.
Yeah, she is
Her
married.
husband. Yes.
Yeah,
she's
she-
married to. That's not a wrestler.
That's an actor. That's the guy that was on the TV show Arrow, isn't it?
Yeah,
I think
no,
so.
Yeah, that's the guy that was on
really
Arrow.
doesn't show who her husband is.
But could you find the video of where they were in the wrestling ring and Mama came out, Ripley came out? Do you have that?
Oh yeah, hold on.
the
I can
surprise?
find that.
Yeah. But it was interesting the way it was set up because she was literally like she was acting like Dom was the aphrodisiac that she needed badly. Liv was. So she was literally going after him like a cougar on a three-legged dog or something. That kind of thing. And then all of a sudden it got close to the point where they were almost going to jump over the borderline. And I think this is it.
I'll put it to you this way. This is the cool part about this storyline. They've worked it really well. The first thing was the fact that Dominic's never beat his dad.
Nope.
The second
lost
thing
every single time.
is Liv is trying to get revenge on Rhea because they were tag team partners at one point and Rhea beat the shit out of her. And number three, it's a beautiful storyline with the Judgment Day because she helped him win the tag titles and helped him beat his dad, and Rhea Ripley's never done any of this. And then on top of that, the leader of the Judgment Day, he's just the heavyweight champion right now because Judgment Day says they have no leader, says he doesn't need the Judgment Day to fucking fight his battles for me and do it on his own. So at one point, this is Monday Night Raw. This was Liv Morgan and it was Rey Mysterio, Selena Vega, Liv Morgan, and Dominic.
Nice.
And they beat them. And this is what happened.
Okay, there's a position. You got sound going?
Yeah, I thought I did.
Barely hear it.
I could barely hear it.
Really?
Yeah, when you shared that, you didn't share it with sound.
Stand by.
She's not married. Pit
She's
Boss.
not?
No,
I thought she was.
I'm looking on her Wikipedia, and she's not married. It says she used to be It used to be with the professional wrestler Enzo Amore.
So jealous
Yeah,
of him in this step, right, Brooke?
Yeah.
Here you go. Can you hear it now?
Oh yeah. Oh, she is married.
Yeah, Rhea was the one that got married.
No, Liv Morgan is married.
Okay. Rhea just got married.
You got to understand, in this little triangle here, all of them are married. Every one of them are.
No, but she's married in real life to
Yeah.
Jake Anderson.
Yeah. No, Liv.
Is that son
Liv-
of Jake the Snake? No, it's Jake the Snake
No.
Roberts. Never mind. Wrong person.
No, Liv, Dominic, and Rhea are all married. Rhea is married to Buddy Murphy. Dominic is married to somebody who I don't think is a wrestler. And same thing with Liv, is married to somebody not a wrestler. And they always say, whenever you have to do these kind of gimmicks and skits and things like that, when you have to do this kind of thing, how does it make your partner feel? Well, Rhea sat there and said, Buddy said it doesn't make him jealous at all. Rhea said, I don't know if I could do it. She straight admitted, she goes, I don't know if I could let him do that.
Hey, Ro, this says on here that she's married to Jake Anderson.
But that's the exciting times that Mama came back. Dom got somewhat caught with his hand in the cookie jar. Somewhat. Liv was playing the I will hurt her in any way, shape, or form. I'm going to do it this way if I have to. I mean, it was a great storyline. Very great storyline.
Well, the thing was, she said that they said she got injured. There's no way she got injured because she does not have any surgical scars on her shoulder or anything like that. And they said that she was injured and she's going to need surgery, this, that, and the other. And there's nothing. And she comes back and she's not in a sling or nothing like that. But while she was gone, she got married.
Oh yeah.
So I'm thinking they feigned an injury just so she could get married. And the only way that they would let her take the time off was to drop the title and take the time off. So they took it and ran with it, and they did a really good job with it so far. I'm interested to see SummerSlam where her and Liv eventually go at it, and I hope Dominic betrays her. The way they should portray it and play it is, it should be the tag team champions, which is Finn Balor and JD McDonough, and Dominic should all end up betraying, Rhea and El Campeon. Can't remember his fucking name off the top of my head. Damian Priest.
Yeah.
I actually want to cover wrestling more. I think it's a lot more fun. I think it's really cool. And I think what I'm going to start doing is trying to figure out a way to do what these guys do and cover the wrestling while it's happening.
Brooke, I am jealous too. I'm telling you that right now. I am jealous too of Dominic for what? Yeah, wow. But I still gotta say, Rip is, yeah.
Yeah, no, bro, that's what I just said. Yeah, she gave up the title so she can get married. They wouldn't let her leave and be off for a fucking month for no fucking reason. And so I'm glad that she did that, and it makes a great storyline too. So,
Bones.
Yes.
I know of another wrestler that was in the different leagues. I can't remember. Rowan, he was where again? Where did your man wrestle at? Jackal was also a wrestler.
Oh, so was I.
I watched some of his stuff. Not bad at all. Got to tell you, he did pretty good.
Yeah, my two role models, actually I had three role models.
South Texas.
As I looked and I watched and I trained and I wanted to take styles from other wrestlers and kind of mix them together and make my own. So I did Dean Malenko, Chris Benoit, and Triple H.
Dean Malenko?
Yeah.
How?
I loved Dean Malenko. He was the technical specialist and still a cruiserweight. And he didn't do all the stupid cruiserweight shit that all the other guys did. He stayed on the ground and he was a technical wrestler. I fucking loved I love the hell out of him. Same thing. And I know Chris Benoit has a history and all that shit, but before all that shit came out, Benoit was, I loved his intensity and the way that he portrayed his stuff. I love Triple H's style of punching and kicking and the way that he goofed around a little bit here and there. So I just took all those and kind of made my own style out of it. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it looks like Jackal was 2-time South Texas champ.
Oh, nice. I was, let's see, I did, what titles did I hold? I did Cruiserweight champ. Yes, I was a Cruiserweight champ at one time because I was a lot smaller than what I am now. It was Cruiserweight champ, Cruiserweight tag champ, and then the Oklahoma champion and what was it, middleweight champion, I think. But I never held them all for very long. I didn't want to. I didn't like having titles and shit and carrying all that shit around.
But, you know, if we're going to get into some wrestling stuff and stuff like that, yeah, we could definitely bring some more wrestlers in here.
Well, I think me and you, honestly, I think me and you need to, we need to do another channel of all this stuff, like on your Twitch, and actually watch wrestling while it's going on and react to it and stuff.
That'll be
That's
awesome.
my personal opinion. I love wrestling. I love the way it's going now. I love everything about it. It's out of the PG era. It's out of the pandemic era, and it's in the storytelling era now. There's no more of this. You got to be a giant 8 foot tall motherfucker and muscled up and shit like that. The way Vince liked them, you know, Vince liked the larger. Vince and Vince Senior loved the larger than life characters. They wanted to get the 6'6" guy, and they wanted the Hulk Hogan's and the Andre the Giant and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Oh, for
And
sure.
then now that Paul Levesque has the reins of creative, it's more on the lines of storytelling. That's why you had a champion for over 3 years, is because it was a beautiful storyline that people were so fucking invested in. And as the bloodline went on, they gained more and more fans.
Yeah.
And people were happy about that. Now, if you see Solo go out there and do his thing, everybody's chanting Roman Reigns. So the minute Roman Reigns comes back, he's a face.
Yeah. Misfits Rehab, it's got a question. Triple H, which version of Triple H? Because Triple H did have 2 different fighting styles at one point.
Triple H had the Hunter Hearst Helmsley gimmick, which was slow, methodical,
I hated that one.
and cocky and arrogant. I wasn't a huge fan of it, but at the same time, I can see at the time why it worked and why it did work the way it did. The minute that he went to his rougher style, and it was still slow and methodical the way that he does things, but that's the difference between then wrestling and now wrestling. Then wrestling, it was slow, methodical pace. Don't blow yourself up. Make the match worth it. Make it, work the crowd. Now it's how many flips can you do off the top rope before you land on your fucking ass? I get it. People want to see more acrobatic stuff, but when it comes down to it, it's just getting worse and worse and harder and harder.
Oh my gosh. First off, WWE going to Netflix, not a bad idea. I mean,
Netflix is actually picking up WWE. So
Does that mean anybody with a Netflix account can watch it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, that'll be interesting because I have Netflix.
Well, you gotta understand something. When WWE had their own streaming service, I don't know why they canceled that shit. But I do understand, but I don't. I understand because it's more expensive to try to push people to, get onto the WWE network. But the fact that they're on streaming service now, which is was it Peacock? They're on that, and they're on Fox and I think USA and whatever. So if they get away from that, and I think the greatest example of it was this last WrestleMania, whenever The Rock was cussing a lot.
Yeah.
They don't allow him to cuss. They don't allow him to do that kind of stuff. And that's just our language and all that kind of stuff. I can get more violent on Netflix. I can get more extreme on Netflix. I can do a lot of things on it. I can tell more stories on Netflix than I can.
Real.
Well, I can do more stories as far as like the Dominic and Liv Morgan story. I can get way more into that. It can be more sexual if I want it to be. It can be more violent if I want it to be. It can be more dramatic if I want it to be. Just that
right.
kind of thing. I'm looking forward to Netflix still. So anyway,
Joker says Attitude Era 2.0.
Probably.
I even got one here. Misfits Rehab has got a question. Bones, and I know you want to take off real quickly here, but here's the thing. Bones and Pit Boss in tights wrestling each other.
I'd roll film for that.
You do realize you would lose, right?
It's gonna bring down a tree.
It's gonna be one fucking chop, and you're gonna be down.
To bring down a tree, you start from the bottom.
Hey, let me put it to you this way.
Oh, bring it on. Let's go. Let's do this.
This is the best thing I can tell you. And it's in reference to a wrestler, and this is what I'm going to end things with. Okay, there's one wrestler out there that I know I would never take a chop from because I chop exactly like them. I'm gonna get. Hold on. I'm gonna give it to you just so you understand.
Don't make me get my red tassel out.
You know, while he's pointing that out, freestyle wrestler for 10 years. Hi.
That sounds like a challenge.
I got no neck. There's a reason why.
Because your trapezius muscles are in your throat.
Hey, that means
I'm not wrong.
True that.
That's not it. That's not the one I want to show.
So I'm thinking, you know, we could joke around with this. You know, Bones, you, me, squared circle.
Oh, yeah. So, I like you. I do, my friend. But
I love you too.
But he'll take you down like a sweet muffin.
I want you to.
I'll give you a Saturday night ride.
Just to listen to what I'm about to show you.
Oh.
Oh! Good Lord.
One more time.
Oh! Good Lord.
I hope you're ready for that, my friend.
Hey, well, Elmo just said I get my uncle to referee the battle.
Hey, that'll be fair.
That's not. That means I have to be there because I got to sit with Al and I got to. I need Bomber and I. Oh, Bomber and I could
commentators.
I could be Pepper Brooks. I am in for it.
This is getting way too out of hand. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. I'm in a lot of pain right now, so I'm just gonna take it.
He can't handle how everything is today.
Shut up, Meg.
Not without Bomber. He can't handle it.
Shut up, Meg.
That's 3 times.
It's got aluminum in them.
Goddamn right. Raise your horns into the air. There is plenty here to share. All are welcome. Take a chair and sing.